This is the orthographic projection of our third cube. We've seen this before. We've drawn it nice, symmetric, and oblique. Again, we want to put the most detail in the front view. So as we look at this cube, we can see two rectangles, three rectangles, like 1, 2, and 3. That's more cool. Two rectangles. We have a square at the bottom. So this really doesn't help until we get to this view. Could be our front view, or this view could be our front view. And the big question is, which one do we do? Well, it's important to know what was more important on the cube. And in this case, we don't know. So we're just going to arbitrarily pick and say, you know what, let's call this our front. So this kind of goes along with what we've done already in calling this our front. So we're going to stick with that. So I'm going to draw this shape, keeping in mind scale and proportion are important. So I'm just going to very quickly sketch this out. Again, using light construction lines just to create the shape we're looking for. So now I've got the beginnings of my third block correct. Keeping in mind this is our front view, I'm going to project up my left side, project up my right side with some construction lines. I'm going to draw a line here which is going to represent the front edge. I'm going to draw a line here which represents my back edge. And keeping in mind that the left to right distance and the left and the right distance should be the same. I know it's a sketch, so it's going to be close. Now, I don't have to look at this cube, the wooden cube, anymore. I can just look at this and see that this point projects up and becomes a line. This point projects up and becomes a line. And they become object lines because they don't pass through a line of their own view anywhere. This passes through here. I don't need it. We've already done that. So is this truly correct if our top view is three rectangles? Is it three rectangles if we look at it? Yeah, it is. I see a rectangle here, rectangle here, rectangle there. So I've got all three. So far, so good. So now to draw my right side, I'm going to square off my total width, total height box of my front view, create my 45, come over and down, come over and down. And if I did my 45 correct, it would be a perfect sketch. This distance from here to here matches this distance from here to here. Because we're doing it as a sketch, it may not be perfect. I'm going to project over my top and my bottom. I'm going to darken in my right side view. So now I've got this big rectangle. And I look back over here, there's one intersection here that gets projected over. I'm going to see that, it becomes an object line. Then I look up here and I see, oh, there's another corner. That corner would have to be projected over. But that corner passes through a line of its own view right here during its projection. If it passes through a line of its own view, it is usually a hidden line. So now we have three kinds of lines. We have object lines, construction lines, and our new one, a hidden line. Because we can't see this edge right here through that face. It is back here where my finger is. Can't see my finger, so it becomes a hidden line. And that's how we make a sketch of part number 3. As always, ask for help and good luck.